So this is into the modded breach, and depending on your circumstances, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, whatever is applicable for you. In my sector, it's I guess good night. It's too late for good evening, and we're not quite early enough for good morning. So, excuse me. That's what we're up to now. I've been thinking a bit about what we did last time and what we should do this time. Now, first of all, one of the things, well, first of all, I've been standing in here for a long time. I don't know what time it is outside. It's either morning or evening. Anyhow, what I was, I think it's evening. One of the things that we did last time is we caught a bunch of fish, and then we cut those fish up. I had a mountain of fish parts to deal with, and what we did is we cooked them all on the simple little campfire here, threw them on the Barbie, so to speak, and now as a result, I have a mess of grilled fish, which personally I love grilled fish. Grilled fish is awesome. Unfortunately, you can see they just give you health regen 1 and health boost 1, as opposed to these meat sticks, which give you health 2 of both, right? Now, it turns out that I didn't have to do that, right? This raw fish counts as any meat, and I could have made these instead of these. So, lesson learned. We'll work our way through it, and we'll get the other stuff. Now, this segues into the next thing I want to talk about. Since the last session, like I said, this series is about exploring modded Minecraft. And the sister series, Into the Breach, is about exploring vanilla Hytale. Did I say Minecraft? Yes, I did. So we're exploring modded Hytale in this series. And since the last live stream last week, I have added a few new mods. Now, one of them is called, I think, High Farming or High Farm, and it basically adds a bunch more crops and some new mechanisms. Now, one of the things it adds is a new workbench, because that's what I need, right? But this new workbench allows you to sell your crops for their custom currency, and then in their little workbench, their shop bench, you can buy stuff with that currency. Now, they say tools and stuff. I don't know what that means, but one tool that they did call out, which I'm excited about, is a tractor, right? I'm excited about that for a couple different reasons. One, I like to control the tractor, but that might horse tastes better than key. Yeah, I go with that. It has a tractor, so the tractor might be useful in the farming instance, but it also might be a useful vehicle. So we'll check that out. There's another one that we got, which is basically a wider range of working mounts. Now, all of these are craftable mounts, and they include goats and stuff. I think the goat one actually includes like a little cart or wagon. So at some point, I'd like to explore that. Maybe that's useful. Maybe it's not. I don't know. And then another one that we actually had last week, but I didn't really explore, is, I think it's available here. Actually, I think it's available here. Here it is. The inventory lectern. And I can make it now. So we'll make it now. Now, this inventory lectern is pretty cool. I've been playing with it in my Eat the Goat for Vitamin G. Vitamin G? G for goat. I've been playing with this in my goof off world. I mean, I guess this is a goof off world too, but I've been playing it with my offline private goof off world, and this is pretty cool. Now, if you've played with many of the Minecraft technology mods, a lot of them have some type of storage integration, and that's essentially what this is, right? So all these workbenches can reach stuff that's in your chests within 17 blocks. This puppy can reach anything in your chests, I think up to 200 blocks. And more importantly, you can interact with it. And this is the stuff that's in my chests. And if I want to put something away in a chest, I just click on it. and it'll go to whatever chest where the stuff already is contained. Now, if I try to do that, I was briefly worried that Hytale people are made good tech. Now, if you try to put something away that you don't already have in a chest, like this thing, nothing happens. And so this is pretty awesome. Now, what's more, not only can you take stuff out, put stuff in, you can take stuff out, right? And you even have these cool options where you can, like, say, leave one item in the slot when extracting. So there's 56 of these basalt cobbles in there, and I can say, give it to me, and I got 55. There's still one left in there, so then I can turn around and put them back in. Otherwise, you can take them out, but then if you want to put it back in, you'd have to go manually put it in the chest. Now, that coupled with an idea I have for a storage design and the workbenches around it is something else I would like to try to start exploring now. That one's going to be a little longer term project, but that in a nutshell, that's what I want to do today. And look at the weather. Also, one of the mods that I actually added in between live streams last week was called Better Tale. And in theory, it's going to add a lot more atmospheric stuff to, like, lighting, sunsets, weather, stuff like that. So I don't know. I've been playing with it a little bit, and I don't really see much of a difference, but we'll see. And then on top of all of that, if you've been keeping track of the channel at all, you'll notice that the goal all along was to do live stream and then take the live stream and break them into regular episodes. And I tried doing that, and the quality was really, really bad because I didn't record locally. I was gonna download from YouTube, and what I downloaded was really, really bad. So while I'm broadcasting all of you, and I hope the quality's good on my other machine here, it's looking pretty good, but I'm also recording live, and it seems to be working without any hiccups. And during my testing this afternoon, the quality was pretty good, so on the local copy, so we're in pretty good shape overall. Let me also show you that farming one. So what it's done, or maybe is this not, did I not set it up? Let me check something here. Yeah, I don't see the shop bench, so maybe the farming one's not active. We'll have to look at that for tomorrow. Interesting. Okay, but there's still plenty to work on today. So with all that said, I want to kind of get going on the going underground and setting up storage. We'll do that during the night, and during the day we'll run around. But enough about me. What are you guys up to? I know at least one of you are out there tonight, so that's good. Thank you very much for showing up, and double thank you for posting comments and participating. So I know folks are out there. Stuff's working. Did I actually go too far down? Let's see. So this is our entrance, and not this one. Yes, okay. So we're almost at the next level we need to be. So do I have... Oh, I need these white blocks. I don't have any of those. Let's go to get the white blocks. Anyway, yeah, it's been a long week. It's been a long week. I've been really been looking forward to this. And getting me some quality Hytale time. Hopefully interacting with you guys. There was way more people watching last week than I expected. And when I say way more, we're still talking single digits, but I was impressed, right? Because I didn't think anybody would. but hardly anybody participated in the chat except RJ. RJ, you rock if you're out there. Channel member, so really appreciate them being there. Okay, I think we got everything I need now. Now, also, I don't know if you guys, if you're watching this, and I'm going to somewhat assume that you watch other Hytale based videos, and that probably includes some creators that kind of specialize in Hytale. Quebec Corner is one that I've been watching for a while, and I think he's a pretty integral member of the overall community, and he was part of this mod jam that they hosted. I haven't finished I wasn't able to watch the actual live stream until the very end, and by then they announced the winners, right? So it's like, oh, okay. But I'm still watching the video on demand of that, and the mod jam was on. They basically gave these guys 4 days to come up with these technology mods, and they're pretty darn cool. Now you're not at the moment you're not going to find those mods on CurseForge, because for a mod to go on CurseForge there's a vetting process, right? Not so much about the mod as it is, well, partly, but mostly about the guy posting the mod or the girl. So it takes some time to get all that set up. But if you go to, yes, it did. It was pretty awesome. And if you go to Quebec's Corner, go to his channel. He has the VOD that you can watch. But in the show notes for the VOD, they actually have a website. I think it's like modjam.com or whatever, but go to his show notes to make sure you get it right. And you can look at those mods, you can download those mods, and you can try those mods. And so I strongly encourage you to do that, right? I mean, right now, for most of those mods, that's the only place on the planet you can get them. And they're worth looking at. So there's that. Now I hope they do more mod jams. I'm sure they will. This one's pretty successful, generated a lot of excitement. But then the next question is, what do you think the next one should be, right? Yeah, it's early days for you streaming. Time zone up. Okay, hold on. Doesn't help. Another stream watches like 50. Yeah. 7 a.m. for you. Oh, you must be in Europe someplace then. Yep. Yeah. And the kind of thing is I don't think with streaming and audiences being as international as they are, I don't think there's a good time or a bad time for streaming, right? I think it's just unless you have a very specific target audience. Like if this was a live stream about like New York City and I'm catering it to like people who live in New York City, then yeah, you bet I need to target the timing for the folks on the East Coast of North America. But the types of games I play, and in Hytale in particular, they appeal to pretty much everybody. Well, potentially anybody on the planet. So I think you got to pick a time that works for me, and this one does, because otherwise, I'm shuttling kids around from like school and extracurricular activities and making dinner and doing dad stuff. And now, they're all conking out, and I'm free. I'm free, basically. Java is not that scary. I mean, it can be scary if you're not a developer already, but on the other hand, it depends on what you want to mod, because like if you wanted to mod anything in like say Minecraft, unless it's a resource pack, you're going to have to learn Java. But here, that's the thing, when you stream, I absolutely wouldn't measure your streams. Yeah, thanks. Thank you. But yeah, if you want a mod, here, I think there's a lot of stuff you can do that you don't need to know Java, right? Now, if you want to do fancier stuff, I think you'll need some Java. But if you're gonna learn to program, Java's not a bad one, because Java you can is specifically designed to be device agnostic, right? They have they have compilers available for pretty much every different type of processor and device that's out there. So that was one of the appeals of writing on Java, is that you could write it once and then export it to all sorts of different devices. Ironically, they didn't do that with Minecraft, right? I mean, Java Edition could have been the universal edition, but Microsoft invested heavily in integrating it with Windows 10 at the time, right? It was called Minecraft Windows 10 Edition. And I gotta tone the music down a bit. So they invested heavily in what they called Windows 10 Edition. I think 65 will do it. And so I'm too ambitious. Appeal Javas make it that actually works, unlike Bedrock, see? And that's probably a sore point for a lot of people. So I started on Java, and then for a few years I was in Bedrock all the time, because my girls were playing on their iPads, and that's how we were able to everybody to connect. But then they quit playing, and I switched back to Java Edition, because that's when a friend of mine introduced me to shaders, and that basically renewed my interest in the game from scratch. And just as I was starting to get tired of it again, same friend of mine reintroduced me to modded Minecraft, and I've been there and active ever since. It's essentially a new game at that point. And to this day, I could not go back to vanilla Minecraft with or without shaders. And I don't think I could play Minecraft, even modded Minecraft, without shaders, right? I gotta have it. And it's one of the things that appeals to me about Hytale is even the vanilla version already has shaders, right? I mean, it's not like Mojang made a mistake or anything. I mean, there's 17 years of water under that bridge, so Hytale has the benefit of learning from all those years. The only painful thing for me is that in all that time, it's like Mojang hasn't learned from all those years, right? So anyhow, I talk about that sometimes in my video series, because I've always thought that Minecraft should have been morphed into a more mod-friendly and basically a platform, right? When in fact what they've given us is just like more trees and more cute animals, and it's like, I like those, but again, with modded Minecraft I can get about a bazillion of those in every different flavor. What I want is a better engine. But okay, so this is going to be the level that we're going to put our storage and workshop and stuff at. I need make room for the door frame first, where I thought, why is this button yeah Java's where it's at now. All the stuff, someone say like all the stuff all the stuff that I love about Java, they essentially have in Hytale from day one, right? And that's incredibly interesting to me. It's also incredibly powerful when you think about where they can go from here, because modded Minecraft has been around for well over a decade, right? Vanilla Minecraft 17 years old, so modded Minecraft's like what, 15? And in that time, you've had some really fantastic mods come out of it, right? Like the Create mod, Biomes O'Plenty. I mean, you name it, they're out there. We're not there yet with Hytale, but what I'm saying is we won't have to wait 10 or 15 years to get there because of the way this is all set up. I think, in 1 or 2 years, Hytale will have potentially a modding community that is of similar strength and activity as Minecraft. I mean, it hasn't even been a month yet, and look what's out there, right? 3,000 mods. A lot of them are good quality mods. And a lot, there's a lot of videos out there where people are talking about which one's better, right? It's like the kids on the playground. My dad's better than your dad. And and Hytale looks surprisingly stable for the where we're at right now. But what I really think is, I think this is a case of a rising tide will raise all boats, right? I think Hytale has kind of reset the bar for what we as players and customers expect of this genre. And I think anybody who's in this space or wants to get into this space or just stay in this space, they're going to have to take that into consideration, right? They're going to have to kind of rise up or meet that expectation, or they'll face diminishing customer base. So since I don't have the other mod installed, I guess we'll just go what I normally do. So we've got sunflowers now, and I don't have any seeds already. Nope. Okay, so I believe out there it's 9, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives me 10. I need 9 of these, and I need 9 of these, and that's all we got. Okay, that's all she wrote. Anyhow, not only is Hytale surprisingly stable, I mean, I know there is a lot of content that's still not yet implemented, right? But it is remarkably complex and feature complete. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here already, and when you compare it to like some games that come out on their V1 release, I think it still comes up pretty favorably with those. I'm being so far, some crackhead is probably going to brute force a Dragon Ball. 6 months, huh? I say give it a couple months. Competition's always good. I get 4 months. Yes, makes a girlfriend mod for this. Like, oh, dude, I'm sure they're already out there. Okay. So we got the farm going. Do we dare go far in venturing? So I don't have any armor. I've got an iron sword though, so it kind of puts me on top of the world. Let's see. I got plenty of copper, and I got enough fiber. Let me see. So helmet. No, let's start with big pieces first. So cuirass, yes please. And leggings, yes please. Okay, now the helmet. And the gloves. And I have an iron shield, so I don't need to make another shield. Now, I don't know if you've looked very much at the armor stats, but there is not... I mean, if you look at the very bottom, like copper versus, say, like adamantine or adamantite, yeah, there's a big difference, right? If you go from one extreme to the other. But if you look at the armor along every step of the way, they're very small increments, right? So, like, iron is better than copper, but it's not like, oh my gosh, I got to do this immediately, drop dead better. And, you know, the next step up's thorium, and that's not super radically better than iron. But like I said, if you work your way all the way up, it eventually is, you know, much better than copper. But okay, now let me get away from the spider and look at the map. So we have not gone to the Howling Sands in this world yet. Now, this is the same world that we're using for our Into the Breach series. This is Into the Modded Breach. And both worlds are using the same seed. So I already have an idea what's down here because we did that in that world. But we haven't done it here yet. Very nice. And, you know, I got to give them points also on music, which most games, I will listen to the music for like a day, and then I just turn it off. From then on, I'll play my music in iTunes or something. But I like their music. I think it fits well. It gives me the right feelings, cozy feelings that I want when I'm playing this game, and so this is one of the few games I actually listen to the music that comes with the game. So if anybody happens to know the composer, please pass that along to him. I hope that makes him happy. I guess I should probably look him up. He's probably on the Hytale Discord. I could probably tell him. Okay, I can see a line of trees there. And that is one big old oak tree. That's an even bigger big old oak tree. This might even not be an oak. It's an ash. Yep, it's an ash. Ash and ye shall receive, so to speak. These are all ash trees. Wow. Okay. And they provide a lot of shade. So that's nice. But I bet when they're young, you got to protect them. Oh, ash trees upon these, yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, though, when they're young, you got to protect them. So, you know, cover your ash. Anyway. Let's see. Let's see. And this is just downright pretty. Let me look at my other screen here. Yep. It's still looking good. Okay. More of these ash trees. Big old spider. Oh, this one's just a mess. Is ash a hardwood? Well, that's oak, so that won't tell me. Oh, it doesn't tell me here either. Okay. Pretty sure ash is a hardwood. Okay. I am going south, right? Yep. I didn't seem to remember being here before. This is interesting. We should be seeing a hardwood, you say, yeah. The fens. Yep. I guess you can say I'm on on the fens in this one. Or in the fens. Okay. Super Bowl's coming up, so it's all about defense. Oh gosh. Is that too high? It is. It's 5 up. I need 4 up. Okay, we'll just run around the edge. Ooh. That's interesting. Well played. Well played. Ah, mud. Okay, I can see weird land. There we go. Palm trees. So either we're reaching Las Vegas or the Howling Sands. Lots and lots of this marble. I've been thinking, like, when we start working on the outside of the base for in the breach, into the breach, it doesn't have mods, right? So to help make things look better and fancier, I think we might get us a bunch of marble, and the outside of the structure will be, marble, make it all gleamy and stuff. But this one has a lot of different blocks and decorative stuff, way more options, and so 7,000 at Minecraft World Gen, no new biomes. Okay, now I've run into this thing before, and I still don't know what it is, but it's got the block is called Hive Soil, so that's my clue, right? This is probably Tower O Bugs. So, if you listen, I hear something screaming at me. You know what? I made a huge mistake here. I have my bow's almost dead, and I have like 34 arrows. Ooh. Okay. So I need to unlock the backpack so I can carry more stuff around too. I know not to brush against these. Just eat the ants. Yep. What is... Okay, maybe we can find some iron down here. This is... Oh. I wonder if this is like a dungeon... Or no, I think it's like another wizard's... Yep. Except there's actually a wizard in it. Is this guy hostile? Okay, he doesn't want to have anything to do with me. Or he's getting ready to let one rip. Find stone and you'll be happy about it. Okay. So I don't want to rip this guy off since he's actually home. Though, look at all the stuff he's got. I love these beds. These beds are awesome. Okay, I'll go back out the way I came in. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. Except he's hogging up the whole entrance to the cave. Rip this guy. If you mean murder and mug for all his val... Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Yeah, I don't know how familiar you guys are with my channel and stuff, but when I was teaching my little girls how to play Minecraft, they were like, I don't know, 4. And I was just playing it the way people normally do, right? So I go into the villager village. I didn't kill anybody, but I take their beds and I take all their food and I take, everything in all the chests. And they're like, Papa, why are you stealing all those people's stuff? And it's like, oh my gosh, that's, what are we teaching our kids? So, uh-oh. So ever since then, no, I'm not done with you. Oh, I'm done with you. Here. Hey. Man, he runs fast. Where's the other one? Okay. And if it's nailed down, get hammer. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. You know what's kind of funny is that can be pretty jarring, right? So like if I'm watching some guy do a let's play, and you know he's like a young guy, and he's like he goes in and he's ripping them all off. It's like, yeah, okay. I for some reason that doesn't seem to bother me so much. But then you watch one of these like cozy let's play creators, and you know she's this nice sweet girl and everything, but she's in there ripping all these people off. I was like, oh, this doesn't jive. It doesn't make sense to me. But it's like, you seem like such a sweet girl, and here you are ripping off people. Oh. So we're getting lots of memories. There's a building over there, and it's got banners on it, so it's probably bad. Let me go see if I can get some memories from these gazelles or antelopes or whatever. Thank you. You don't have any babies, do you? No? Okay. Oh, I don't like scorpions. I gotta quit running through the bushes. Okay. And snakes, man, it's a minefield out here. Okay. Pardon me, excuse me. Ugh. Come on up. I see your game. Okay. So what is going on over here? Okay, so that's... God bless it. Is this like a meerkat? I must have already been near one. Oh. Okay, this guy's probably got stuff that we can use. He was right there a minute ago. There we go. Shoot! Here, stand in his way. Oh, he's not standing in the way anymore. Oh, you're not standing in the way anymore either. Okay. What are you guys looking at? Move along. Nothing to see here. Okay. So I'm listening to this. It sounds like it's hollow underneath. Let's see. Do you travel like 10 every day until you find a good spot? No. So let's see. So we got, this is decent. I'll take it. And I'll take that. Huh, I wonder if when I was hitting it with the sword, it seemed to get better stuff. That's probably just coinkydink. Let's see if I can get up here. See? Hit it with a sword, I get something. Candle. Berries. Okay, let's go up first. Apple. Still going up, huh? Okay. Is there a chest up here? Yes. Ooh, copper pickaxe. Palmwood. Okay, that was worthwhile. This ladder design looks like you're climbing up somebody's vertebrae. It's kind of creepy. Let's see. Wow. What is this? Cyan arid flower. Got some arrows. Nice bow would be good. Yeah, I'm good with all this. Thank you. Wasn't there a chest up here? No, I don't think I took it, did I? Oh. Okay, room has been cleaned out. Not by me, though. Huh. I don't know what time of day it is. Let's take a look at the sun. About noon. A little afternoon, maybe. Nope. Answered my own question before I asked it. Let's see. Flamingo looking thing. All sorts of cacti. Oops. So we'll probably, probably need to run back to the temple and cash in these memories soon. Uh-oh. What can we get rid of? This chat's full of like normal people, so none of you probably watch JoJo, let alone have heard of it. Sandman's guy got 6 in a horse race while running barefoot. 6 in a horse race while running barefoot? In a horse race? Was there only 6 participants? I mean, if he's running as fast as a horse or close to it, of course he couldn't keep that up for very long. Yeah, I hear ya. I hear ya. Did you hit something? Well, that'll learn you. Yeah, just keep your shirt on. I'm not staying. I am heading the wrong way, though. I need to head... Let's see. Oh, okay. I was looking for an end, but I couldn't see the end because of all the markers, but the markers work too. Okay, that was a decent foray. We got quite a bit of stuff. Yeah, I hear ya. You coming after me? No, he was just making his presence known, I guess. Make a beeline for the temple. So one of the mods I have is a cobble generator, and um, when I looked at the requirements to run it, right, that you need, it comes in different tiers. The bottom tier is a copper generator, but you need 10 fire essence and 10 water essence. Um, I've seen fire essence, and I've seen them come from like fire creatures at down by the bedrock layer of the world, and I can only guess that the it's fictional anime. It's Race from San Diego. Hold on, I guess yeah. Race from San Diego to New York went across various trains. I have to ask my daughter about it. She's real big into anime. She impresses me in that she doesn't watch all of them, but she knows all of them, right? She watches close to all of them. But yeah, when I was a kid, we did have anime, but it was still very early, very primitive, right? So if you ever watched like Speed Racer, the original Speed Racer, or Kimbo the White Lion, right? That's the type of anime we had. Now you've got like so many different series and characters and yeah. Paranormal power. I am headed in the right direction still, right? Yeah. I didn't realize there was so much marble here. Wow, that's a bunch. That is a bunch of marble. I think some of it, yes, not all marbles. A lot of it's chalk too. But with the Macaw's mods, you can make some pretty cool stuff with the chalk blocks too. So it's, I guess you could say it's chock full of features. Okie dokie. Sun's coming down. I don't know if I'll make it in time. Okay. Ooh. I mean, if they're going to set it right here, I'm kind of obligated to get it. Oh, gosh. Gosh. One of the things I've been noticing by looking at the mod list lately is that when the mods first came out, most of the mods were mods that basically added the functionality that wasn't in the game, but we knew was going to be there, like animal taming and stuff like that. And there was, yeah, well, that actually that came a little bit later, but yeah, that was, but we didn't have access to it, right? That was the problem. Like, I was really lucky to get Speed Racer and Kimba only because we happened to live near Los Angeles, and in the early 70s we were among one of the first houses to have like cable television, right? And so we had access to that type of stuff because that was 1972, 73. That's pretty exotic stuff for the US, but it was very, very limited. Not a lot of variety. And a lot of those cable channels too, they were online even shorter hours during the day than the broadcast channels were. So yeah, man, it's if you like media, right, it's a great time to be alive. I know that sucks. Yeah, there's it was a window, and nobody really understood what we had before us until it's too late. I've overshot the house. You know, that's Doctor Who is an example of that, because like they rebooted Doctor Who, and it's, we had all these new Doctor Who episodes, and of course people were like, oh, they were discovering Doctor Who for the first time. Like, that was me, right? I didn't watch Doctor Who way back when, because a lot of the BBC stuff wasn't available to us at all, not even on VHS. And then when Doctor Who, the new one, came out, I was like, oh, this is so great. I want to watch more. Yeah, good luck. A lot of the old Doctor Who episodes weren't even available at the BBC, right? They had taped over the tapes. And it's like, oh my gosh, lost. Now I think I remember, like, I went online, and it looks like you can get like all or almost all the episodes like streaming or on disc or whatever, but like some of them, they're really rough because it was like a backup of a backup of a backup, so it's like, yeah. But I hope we've learned our lesson, right? Because we lost so much stuff. And if you think that's bad, if you like some of the classic stuff, like the Fleischer Brothers, Laurel and Hardy, stuff from like the 30s, 40s, even the 50s, a lot of that stuff just gone. Gone. What type of food? Raw meat. Oh, here. That's what this is for. And then sort it. So what'd you say? You said Doctor Who way back when. I don't think you were born then. That was like war times. No. The original Doctor Who. So the original Doctor Who, I think, was in 63, 64, 65, 66, somewhere in there. Now, that would have been before my time. I wasn't born until 67. And then I think like the first 2 or 3 seasons were in black and white, and then they were all in color. And then sometime in the 70s, they quit making them until the reboot with, what was his name? Christopher Eccleston or something like that. He was the first one. And then it was, David Tennant. He was my favorite. And then I kind of lost track because I didn't have access to him for a while. And so by the time I had access again, it was like 2 Doctor Who's later. And, I didn't want to jump in after missing that much. I wanted to watch it all in order. So there's a bunch of new Doctor Who that I'm missing. Oh, you know what? We didn't have any of this. And I got 2 turnip seed bags. Put that in here. Okay. So give me this stuff. And let's go back in there. Actually, we're getting close to break time. That's okay. We'll get a few whacks in, and then we'll cut for a break. Oh yeah, I was supposed to make the doorway, huh? So let's open this. So specifically what I need are these blocks. I need 7 of those. So let me go get those. Now, if you've played it all, I don't know if you use the hammer much, but I had a hammer from the get-go, and it's like, yeah, I don't quite understand the value behind this, and then I used it. And it's like, oh, this is awesome. Do I have any up here? No? Okay. So basically, with a hammer, watch this. you can take, I need these. So let's craft these. Now watch. If we go, actually I can use a hammer on any of this stuff. The question is, do I have one? Yeah, I do. So if you take the hammer on one of these like type of shaped blocks, you can change it between all the different variants of that shaped block, right? Without knocking it out and going and recrafting it and replacing it or putting it back. So that's huge, especially if you're a discerning builder, right? So you're like, I don't know if I like that, so let me change these to this. Does that work better? No. But that's huge, right? That's the type of quality of life feature that whoever came up with that, they've been in my shoes. They've been in my exact shoes doing exactly what I'm doing, and they get it, right? They just get it. And those turn out eventually to be the best games because yeah, it is. And those turn out to be the best games because it's kind of crafted by, like, clearly they're players too, right? I mean, the best games are the games that are designed by players, right? Give the people what they want. And if your developer is one of those people, well, that works out really well. Okay, so this is where we're going to do our storage and stuff. You ever play Terraria? Oh, yes. Yeah. Now, see, I really fell in love with Terraria. And that was the one that I used to play with my girls a lot. But you see, it was all on iOS, right? So I was on my phone and they were on their iPads, and we would play Terraria for hours and hours. And of course, whenever you start going through something as complex as Terraria, invariably, at some point, you're going to start looking stuff up on the wiki. And when I'm looking stuff up on the wiki, it's like, oh, no, it's not the game. It's not in my version of the game. It's on the PC. Oh, and look at that. Oh, it's also on the PC. So then I was thinking that the PC was the end-all, be-all of the Terraria experience, right? So eventually, I got Terraria on the PC. And I couldn't stand playing it because Terraria on my phone or on the iPad, it felt right. The controls really felt comfortable. It felt intuitive. When I was trying to play on the PC, even though it has much more content, much deeper gameplay and stuff, the controls, I was so frustrated trying to do the most basic things. Now, yeah, it's different controls, so I'd have to learn them, but they didn't seem intuitive. And it was so painful for me that I just quit playing. And at that point, I quit playing across the board. Now, I'd love to go back and play Terraria on my phone, except now, we're talking like a decade later. It's really hard for me to see the detail of Terraria on my phone because, I got old fart eyes. And so I'll just have to do without, I guess. Stone brick. Oh, I think this is from this. Yeah, this is from this. Okay. Dude, I never played mobile, but I remember having to figure out that out by hand because I was too dumb for using Google. And really, for me, it just makes yo-yos usable. I don't know what... Oh, I know what yo-yos are, but I don't know if the yo-yos I know are the yo-yos that are here. But, yeah. Yeah, but see, that's the thing. And the beauty behind Terraria, the imagination, the creativity, all the stuff you could do, right? Not just stuff that you could go experience or kill or mine, but all the things you could build, the NPCs, in the rooms you build for them based on what you put in the room stuff. All of that. And it's just a 2D side-scrolling game. I mean, holy moly. And so that's why I love Terraria, right? I mean, it was the first game I played where you could take your character and grab stuff in one world and then take it to another world. And you can do it in Valheim and other games, but they came later, right? Terraria, for me at least, was first. I love that model. That was awesome. You can do it in Enshrouded now too. I do like me some Enshrouded. Oh, well, it's 11:30, so it's time for a break. I don't want to break where they can get me, but I don't want to break someplace boring either. So how about this? We'll break from up here. Okay. So let's take 5, smoke them if you got them, and I'll see you in a little bit. Okay. I'm back. Looks like the sun is too. Or almost. That is a nice sky, but it doesn't seem to be like a super radical. Is that? Is that a bear or something? I don't know. It doesn't seem to be a super radical difference compared to what we had before we had the better tail mod. But let's go up on the side of the mountain here, and maybe we can get a better view. I swear, I think it's a sleeping bear or something. Yeah, it's a sleeping bear. Okay. So, you want to watch the sunset, you should probably turn off the torch. It is pretty. We had a pretty awesome sunrise where I live this morning. Enough so that I have one girl who's an aspiring photographer, and so she always takes pictures of the sunrises. That's no big deal. But the other one, who's not an aspiring photographer and doesn't normally care about such things, she stopped to take a picture of sunrise. That tells you how good it was. I think it's time to harvest our crops. Okay. Let's go for it. These the mushrooms. So what you can do with the mushrooms is if you move them, they should grow, right? So if we move this over here, move this over here, move that over there, and then we'll just harvest this one and this one. And these. When the game, when I first started doing this, the whole Essence of Life thing, I wasn't sure how I felt about it. I'm okay with it. I see how they implemented it. It's, again, like a lot of the other systems, it's part of a tiered progression. And, coming from Minecraft, where there's a, quote, tiered progression, but it's, yeah. I mean, you're in diamond armor within half an hour, and then, until they added the smithing templates, you'd be in netherite within the next hour, and then you're done, right? As far as your gear goes. You know what? I got this goes in there too. But here, everything is pretty well tiered, though. I have been able to run around like in the I don't remember which lines up to what zone number, but I was running around in the frozen area with just copper armor and weapons, and I wasn't knocking heads or anything, but I was certainly able to kind of hold my own. So so let's see, we got niners, right? And I got one of these already. So let's see, we've got the wrong workbench. We got this. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 9 of these. And 9 of these. I won't get 9. Okay. It seems to me I'm able to grow even less stuff than I did last time. Uh, 9. Now the add to that, I'm not sure how I feel about the eternal seeds. Oh yeah, can't hoe with a shield. for whatever reason. But now that I've played with them for a while, I think I like it. I think I like what they bring to the game. Just, some more variety, strategy, different ways of doing the same thing. And I appreciate that. I do not like to be railroaded into there's only one way to do this and everybody's got to do it the same way. So I need 5 more iron and we can upgrade this workbench, and that is gonna unlock this, the salvager workbench. That will help a lot. So I need 5 more iron. So what I need to do is I need to make a new bow. I got a bunch of copper, right? So let's make a copper bow. And what do we need for arrows? Let's just do as many as we can. Okay. And let's go south again. Throw stuff out. Keep that. Okay. Let's take a slightly different route. We'll go over here. Oh, bugger off. There we go. Oh yeah, I was going to go to the temple. Let me see. Oh yeah, the temple's on the other side of the hill. Okay. So I'll tell you what, instead of going to the desert, we'll go to the temple and then we'll just keep going west. Because I don't know if we've explored out past that. I mean, I haven't in this world for sure, but I don't know if I have in Into the Breach either. I don't think so. It's not the prescribed direction, right? It's supposed to go south and then north. Oops. Let me make sure my memories. Oh yeah. Well, it's not as many as I thought, but still. Okay. It's still a good plan. I must have recently gone to the temple. I don't remember it, but okay. Excellent. Okay, pardon me, excuse me. Yeah, I hear ya. I hear ya. Yeah, that doesn't ever get old. I especially like those, like the spinning enchantment around those islands. That's pretty cool. Ooh. So we can do morph potions, more decorative chest types, 4 different eternal seeds are now available, 4 more, And the maximum number of teleporters is increased by 1. Though I think that means pair, right? Because you can't make 1, you have to make 2 at a time. I'm pretty sure you make 2 at a time. Okay. So let's... Oh, why are you in the middle of the room? Why were you leaving your post? Okay. Let's go this way. So this is interesting. I think that might be a Quebec village over here. No? Okay, that ruined temple's got a bear and that guy. What is this? So we'll grab these pumpkins. Ah. So that guy's got some meat and stuff. Oops. So he must have killed something. Or a bunch of somethings. They don't seem to be pleasant guys. What is this? Green petals. Okay. So I could have swore that's what I saw. Wow. Saw a skeleton archer a second ago. This is, you know what this reminds me of? This kind of reminds me of, like the planet Yavin, right? The moon around Yavin in Star Wars, right? Where the original Rebel base was that destroyed the Death Star. Kind of a jungly, ruiny planet. This is what it reminds me of. Oh, he actually came down. Okay. Okay. This is a pretty big structure for what I've seen in game. Yeah, I hear you. I don't see ya. Oh. Hey, Putz, where'd you go? Okay. Don't know how many more of those guys are running around here. Oh, there's arrows to be had. Question marks? Yep, excellent. Okay. Oh. I got the high ground. Oh, he hit hard. Man, those guys with the cleavers gotta reach. Where are you guys going? Hit me and run away. It's like, yeah, we're done. Like, yeah, we tell the boss, we did our job. We're done. Sorry. Union rules says we get a break now. So, what is that? Oh, it's a bear. I think I saw something drop over here. Yeah, bones. Apples. Okay. Excellent. I suspect, yes. The cool thing is I'm getting arrows from this stuff. That's extremely useful. Oh. That's coming home with me. What else we got? I wasn't able to pick that up. Oh, I don't want the shelf. I want the bed. Excellent. There's the chest. I can get rid of these, and I'll trade that for aspen logs. And well, let's take a look at the map. Oh, we got like a river valley thing. That's probably something interesting. This is just cliffs. Let's put a maca. Go check it out. And it's this way. Through the bear. Ah, look at that. It's a tower or something over there. Bear, spider. Okay. Oh, it's a skeleton. Did not expect that. I thought it was going to be like a Trork or whatever they are. Whoops. Certainly good vantage point, but that's not what I wanted to do. Isn't there a chest in here? Yep. So what do we got? No. Copper hatchet. Well, yeah. Yeah. Okay, now let's look at the map. Oh. You can see quite a long ways away, which is pretty nice. I think I need to drop stuff off though before I go find something I can't live without, and I've already got a bunch of other stuff I can't live without. I don't know if I can unlock the backpack at this. I think I can. I think I can upgrade the backpack without upgrading the workbench at this point, so maybe that's something we should consider. Doesn't mean you have to go straight home, though. Who was it? Supertramp that said take the long way home? A little different context, but still. Yeah, you're fine. As you were. So we are in February. Hopefully, what is that? Oh, it's like a black pig? Excellent. Excellent. Anyway, it's February. We're coming up on Valentine's Day. Hopefully, if you have a main squeeze, hopefully you've made plans and you make the most of that day. No pressure, no obligation. I'm just telling you though, we're going on, let me see, this year will be 26, so this year will be our 23rd wedding anniversary. Yeah, so I learned a bit over the years, sometimes the really, really hard way. And Valentine's not one you want to skip. Netherite an hour, that is a pipe dream. Well, full suit, yeah, full suit in an hour is a pipe dream, but you'd start getting netherite in an hour, yeah. But, well, again, that was before the smithing template. Now, with the smithing template, you could have a mountain of netherite material. You can't do anything with it till you get the smithing templates, and that's a challenge. That is a pain in the butt. It's a non-trivial task. How about that? Well, we'll put it that way. That's the neighbor's house, so my house is over here. Yeah, and right now, I think when I was during the break, I was looking at the screen that I'm monitoring the the live stream on it. I think I don't want to call it lag, the delay between what I'm saying and doing and what you're seeing is close to a minute. At least it was during the break. It's bizarre to me because right now it's also telling me I'm in a low latency. So you should be, it's not bandwidth that's screwing us up. That was my first apples? Really? Okay then. Let me go pick these up before they despawn. I think it's 10 minutes in this game, so that's nice, right? You don't have to freak out too much. But don't get used to just leaving stuff out there or you'll lose it. Okay. Yes, sir. Oh, we got... Where did I get all the medium hides from? I don't know. So medium hide, that's light hide, right? Okay. Let's put stuff away and then see what we can upgrade. This bed's too big to fit. There we go. There we go. Got a new spawn point, which is like 8 feet from the old spawn point, but it's a whole lot more comfortable. Let me just say that. Where's the weird stuff drawer? There you go. And this. Okay, now what are we doing? Yes. Okay. No turning back now. That gives me tier 2. And we can make this bad boy. I still have 24 ingots? I could have swore I used like 20 when I upgraded. I have that much iron? I had that much iron. Whoa, 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 now. Interesting. Now this is the number that's more believable, but what okay, that was bizarre. So I didn't get it, obviously. 6, I need 8, right? Oh. Tell me I really got it. Yeah, I really got it. Okay. Now, doesn't this look like a mailbox to you? It looks to me like a mailbox. Don't put your letters in there. They'll get shredded, but... Okay. And I have enough pickaxes? Yes. Okay. So let's get this. So now what I envision here, oh, there's more of that. I didn't, okay. There would be a hallway that would go around a central room. Central room would have a number of different chests. That's main storage. And then from the hallway, so across the hallway from the central room would be side rooms. And each of the side rooms would be like a little workroom that specializes in something. Like one would be on building blocks and furniture, one would be on clothes and stuff, etc., etc. And with this model, they should all be able to pretty much reach the stuff in the storeroom. And that's the plan, at least. That is the plan. So let me see. 1, 2, 3. So I need one more. Okay. Oh, open to the sky. We'll have to put a roof up here. And it's raining too. So, you know, that's happy. I think it's kind of hard to gauge where this should be. There. I don't know if I want to use my copper pick for this stuff. It's kind of a waste, actually. There we go. That's what I want. Okay. Anyway, if you've been playing Hytale, let me know. What do you think of it? Right? I mean, it's still, like I said, we're still not quite a month away from the original release, and the point I keep pointing, or the point I keep pointing out to people, the thing I keep saying is, you have to remember that the game is as incomplete and broken as it ever will be, right? It only gets better from here, and that's a statement, because the things we've said about it, right? The quality that we've seen, it's just the beginning, and that's an important distinction. So. Anyway, do I have? Yes, I do. Not many though. Well, that was weird. It's like instantly gone. Okay. Oh. And instantly gone there too, but I didn't get anything back. Some weirdness is going on here. Okay, I got enough. Let me go get some more blocks. Ooh, fireflies. Now that's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, Minecraft has fireflies now, but it took them a long time. So let's see, let's do... Okay, let's see how that works. Okay, so we need to do the floor. This has been a pretty good run. We got a lot of stuff done. We're still very much in what I call the momentum hump, right? That's what the difference, that weird awkward state where you first start a world and there's all sorts of excitement and stuff because you're learning what's around you and where things are. But then you're kind of like in a limbo until you actually start getting stuff built and you're able to produce stuff and have decent gear and can start knocking heads. That's momentum hump. And now we are squarely in the middle of that. But that's okay. Because this is still pretty much uncharted territory for all of this. For all of us. Oh, I need these, not these. I don't know if I have enough. I got 54. That's probably enough. Okay. Now this is, we're going to have another doorway over here. So we want to, I don't have the blocks for that. That would go right there. So that means this needs to be a couple of those. And then we need to bevel this little vaulted ceiling here. Like so. I'd like to put a lantern there. Lanterns are kind of expensive. I need to make a candle. And for some reason, it takes a copper ingot to make a candle, but it doesn't take an extra copper ingot to make a lantern. And it's like, okay. I see what you're doing there, but it doesn't quite make sense to me, but I'll just go with it. I think these are ready to go. They are. So these would come from here. Need 7. You know what? Didn't I have a candle? Here, turn this on. And it would be in the furniture bench. There we go. There we go. Double, triple go. Yeah. Like, what? That is bizarre. That works. But that, oh, it's kind of like it's a ghost block. Let's try doing this again from up here. Okay. And okay. Interesting. Okay. So we have the beginnings of our underground area here. This is the hallway will go this way, and this is the beginning of our central storage room. Let's put these here for now. So, if any of you have been playing Hytale, and if you're watching this on the VOD, please respond in the comments. But how many of you are playing on servers, right? First of all, how many are you playing on, like, your friend's server? and how's the experience there? And how many of you are playing on, like, commercial servers? And what's the experience like there? I'd be really interested to know. I remember, like, when Cubic Odyssey came out. That's very much a Minecraft type game, but that one's interesting because it's like a cross between Minecraft and No Man's Sky. But when it came out, oh man, multiplayer was rough. I mean, rough to the point that it was almost unplayable. And that's their first, like, 4 or 5 hot fixes were spent trying to get multiplayer to work at all. It was now that one's an interesting game, but you see, it wasn't a V1 release. It was definitely an early access release. But when it came out, it didn't have. I mean, like, I'm playing Hytale now, and even Hytale on January 13th had more of a sense of completeness to it at that point than Cubic Odyssey did. Now, I haven't played Cubic Odyssey for maybe like 8 or 9 months, so I don't know what it's like now. But I was enjoying it, but it just felt empty. Like, not enough stuff to do, which is a weird thing to say because that game, like I said, it's like a No Man's Sky. You're talking about a galaxy that has hundreds of systems to go to, right, to fly to. So, there's plenty to do. It's just like, but it's all pretty much the same thing. Once you've been playing for maybe 15 or 20 hours, there's very little you haven't seen yet. I mean, stuff gets harder, yeah, but it's just variations on the themes you already know. And again, point out how well I think Hytale did in. I have another candle, huh? Okay. I think Hytale really knocked it out of the park. Okay, now that we got the mailbox recycler, I can recycle stuff. And recycle 2 of these and it gives me enough to make another one. But I'll make a few extras anyway. Or not. I need more sticks. Well, we can certainly do that. I did use all my sticks for arrows. And we need to be cutting down a bunch more trees anyway. Okay. Now, so now if we look at this, what we see, this is the second floor. This is going to be like I said, the storage rooms over here. This hallway will go around. But this is not ground level, right? This is ground, what I'm going to consider ground level. So all this is exposed right now, but as we build out, it'll be covered up. And that'll put it at the same level, I think, as this, right? Yeah. So that'll be nice. And if you didn't hear what I said before, the original plan was I was going to build a stairway up, and then we were going to fill in all this missing mountain with, you know, base and structures. But I've changed that, so now we'll build this all the way up and all the way down. But then the base will essentially be along this cliff face and this cliff face, right? Maybe stick out a little bit in here. And then this big open space we can go ahead and use for farming, ranching, all that type of stuff. So, and that'll be the plan in both Into the Breach, the sister series, and this series, Into the Modded Breach. Now, do I have enough? Yeah, I do. So let me kind of move things around so that they don't get lost. And we can pick stuff up. And on a high note. Oh. Well, that's not good. Why does lettuce take so long? I thought lettuce grows fast. Okay, well, dawn's coming. Dawn take you all and be stoned to you. That's from The Hobbit. Love me The Hobbit. Let's see. You know, I used every summer, you know, after the school year ended, every summer I would read The Hobbit and then all the Lord of the Rings books. Of course, this was, oh, that's a cool looking chest. This was long before there was any of the movies. I mean, not the Peter Jackson movies, but now I kind of I it's been years since I read the books, and now every summer I get the itching to watch the movies. So I guess the tradition's still alive, just a little bit different. I'm looking in the wrong chest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then, ooh, we made it to carrots this time. Not very far into carrots, but I'll take it. So, got 1 carrot, right? And you guys are done? There we go. So we've got now I don't know why I can't hold a torch while planting sunflower seeds, but I can hold a torch when I'm planting any of the other seeds. So the sunflower seeds is apparently a two-handed job. Maybe they're slippery. Not any of the sunflower seeds I've eaten, but maybe Hytale has special slippery seeds. I mean, you know, there is sunflower seed oil, so there could be some slipperiness there, I guess. Put that stuff away. Okay. And where am I going to stand when we talk about this episode? Let's do this. So it was a pretty good run today, and for those of you who are here, I especially thank you for being here to the end. For those who were on and then left earlier, thank you for tuning in for as long as you did. I truly, truly do appreciate it. And of course, always, right? I love to hear what you think. If as you read the chat history, by all means, doesn't mean the conversation's over. You can pick it up and add to it. Along those lines, we have a Discord. The invite is in the show notes. By all means, join the Discord. Join the conversation there as well. And if you haven't already, please like the video and or subscribe. Or better yet, become a channel member. I truly do appreciate it. It's the support of my channel members, seriously, that have kept me going through some pretty rough patches, right? So I truly do thank you for that. And it's become a little community unto itself, right? It truly is a fellowship of gamers. And with that said, I hope to see you tomorrow night. But tomorrow night we will shift gears and go back to Into the Breach. So we will step away from the modded version. So that ought to be interesting. It's been a while since we've been there. But in the meanwhile, I hope this finds you and yours in good health, good spirits, and perhaps just a touch of good fortune. Cheers.